Hey guys, guess who's moving again? I know, I just moved to New York, but I'm already leaving. My actual lease is ending on December, but my landlord was kind enough to let me leave earlier. So that's what I'm gonna do. And so far, once again, I have no idea where I'm gonna end up moving. But one thing I know for sure, this summer, I'm definitely going back to Baku, which is my hometown, and spending some time with family and friends, and hoping that this time will help me to decide and understand what exactly I want to do right now. Some of you might ask, why are you leaving New York? And I have so many reasons for that, but mostly because my current experience with New York is so different from the times I visited. And when I was visiting New York, and even when I lived here for a year when I was a teenager, I felt like it's a city full of energy. I loved how fast-paced it is. I love that there's so much to do here, and just generally the architecture and everything and people, everything about New York seemed cool, and I really liked it. And the sad part is I still do like all of it, but I found myself struggling to adjust to this fast pace, and I honestly became more anxious than ever. I already had anxiety before, but now I started experiencing panic attacks, and that never happened to me, especially publicly. Obviously there's a lot going on in my personal life and just generally with my mental health too, so there's many reasons why, but the bottom line is that I'm not the type of person to dwell about things. I'm not gonna like sit here and think, oh no, this is so horrible, like what should I do? I'm a person who just tries the best to actually change the situation and find a way to go back to myself, because I almost feel like I lost my spark. I completely forgot who I am and what I want from life, and I think that's part of the reason why I can't really enjoy being in New York, and that's why this fast pace is not working for me, because I really need to slow down and figure myself out and figure out what I want in life, and all that stuff, is just overwhelming. So maybe in future this actually would work for me, but as for now I just need to slow down a little bit. And since I'm moving soon, I decided that I absolutely have to make a bucket list of things that I've been procrastinating to do in New York, and I have so many things that I wanted to do and experience that I didn't do, and today we're gonna try to do the most. Now that I have a deadline, I feel like it will be easier to actually do something instead of constantly procrastinating. So by the way, how cute is this robe? It's from Love Shack and Fancy. So pretty and has purple flowers on it. And that's my makeup for today. And also before we go, I wanted to show you my brand new phone cases from Casify. This is the first one. It's so pretty. I love the phrase on this one. It says one day at a time, and that's exactly how I'm trying to live right now, because I got so overwhelmed with future that I literally forgot to live in the present moment. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just take it step by step basically. So phone case matches my mood perfectly, and this is the second one I got. Love the color. I don't know, some purple obsession going on. One of the things I personally appreciate about Castify is the variety they have. So many cool designs to choose from. The bounce case is one of my favorites because these corners give an extra protection for your phone. They have 21.3 foot drop protection, which is amazing because I drop my phone pretty often, especially when I'm rushing somewhere. And those are the possible scenarios of how and when I could drop my phone. And as you can see, each time it survived. So if you want to check it out, I'm going to leave all the links in my description. As for my bucket list, I have 2 bookstores that I really wanted to visit before I leave. Today we're going to McNell Jackson. This mid-century modern style bookstore has a variety of books and selections to choose from. I actually have 2 of these books at my house and they're so inspiring. 100% recommend buying. I really like their kids section, not only because of the dreamy design, but also whenever I'm too stressed out in my life, my favorite thing to do is to pretend that I'm a kid again and enjoy all the same activities I enjoyed when I was a kid, such as, for example, kid adventure books. My favorite one was Molly Moon. I was obsessed. Next, we're headed to a Chinese tea house, which I found on TikTok, obviously. This one I was very excited about because it's very unique and I just never been at a proper tea house, to be honest, and I always wanted to try, so I thought, why not? First, they bring you a tray full of tea options you can smell and choose from. I'm a huge tea fan, as you probably know by now, and today I wanted to pick rose tea. It's actually one of my favorites. Then I chose some dessert options as well. Their menu and overall aesthetic is so adorable, and I was really happy with everything I got. Let's try this because it looks so interesting. It's like an ice cream and a sweet potato dessert. Wow, I did not expect this to be this good, honestly. And this is a matcha cheesecake. Wow, everything tastes so good. I'm happy that I came here and didn't procrastinate this time. Amazing. Like, I'm not even a dessert person, you guys know that, but those are so good. Next, I wanted to do some exploring of this area, and I realized they had a Crossroads here, which is a thrift store that I really like, and they have it in LA too. So I decided to check it out and see what New York City has to offer. Walking in New York City feels like 24/7 fashion show because everyone is dressed so nice. So I'm hoping to find some really good pieces there. I went through a lot of stuff. Nothing stood out to me until I found this blouse. It's so perfect. It gives this Victorian vibe and I absolutely love it. I've been searching for something like this, so I'm definitely buying this one. After that, we're headed to Brooklyn to a very famous TikTok cafe. It's called PPL and I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese cafe. The vibes are here definitely very Studio Ghibli, so it's giving Japan, it's giving relaxation, coziness. I didn't really have anything specific I wanted to try in there, so I ended up getting myself an iced tea, which was absolutely delicious, by the way. Next, I headed to Dumbo for the sunset views. I've been wanting to do it for so long, but it's kind of far from me, so I've been really procrastinating. But today we're finally doing it. There wasn't much sunset going on, but the atmosphere was beautiful. The views were obviously stunning, so it's still a win. I love how everyone came together just to chill and watch the sunset. I think it's so wholesome, and sometimes humans are just very cute. This folder on my TikTok with some things and places I want to visit in New York. I think it's available for public, so if you want to check it out, you can. This is my favorite snack these days. Little cake. Today we're gonna have a fun day. I have a lot of stuff planned, but before we go, I wanted to do a quick unpacking. Oh, it's a dress. It's this beautiful yellow dress, so pretty for summer. Ooh, and the next package is actually something I got myself. It's the Wicked palette. It's so pretty. I love the colors on this one. Let's unpack it together. Honestly, can't wait to try because all of these colors look so beautiful. And the packaging, oh my god. Our first destination for today is this Korean bakery called Lease. I hope I pronounced it right. I really wanted to try their desserts because they looked so cute, like seriously adorable, but I felt like the price was a bit too crazy, honestly. So I ended up just visually enjoying them and getting a coffee, which was pretty good, but again, kind of overpriced. Our next spot is completely free to visit, but it actually looks like a museum. It's called Albertine. It's a French bookstore. I was speechless when I entered. Everything about this place feels so magical. Honestly, for a second I thought I teleported to Europe. They do have some English books, but I was very fascinated by those French comic books. I honestly didn't know they even exist. Unfortunately, they were in French. Yeah, I don't speak French. After the bookstore, I got very hungry, but everything around this area is crazy expensive because it's an expensive area. So I Ubered myself to a nearest bagel store, which was also on my list to try a bagel. Not that I never tried bagels, but I just barely remember how they taste. And as far as I remember, I didn't like them the first time I tried. Bagels are very popular in New York, so I wanted to give it another shot. And once again, I did not get it. I'm sorry, I'm just not a bagel person, I guess. Before heading to our last destination for today, I wanted to get a little pastry and an iced tea, of course. This time we ended up in alibama, which is also a quite popular TikTok place. I don't know if it's the right thing to say, TikTok place, but I found most of the stuff on TikTok. Their selection of iced teas was amazing, 10 out of 10. I also got a mochi donut and it was so perfect, loved it. Also, how cute is this neighborhood? Like, are we still in New York City? Because it definitely does not look like it and it does not feel like it. And finally, we made it to Mercer Labs. I've been wanting to visit this place for so long. It's definitely a must visit for everyone who loves art and technology. They have multiple rooms with different experiences and installations. Each one is a very unique and fun experience. I personally liked it a lot. I'd say it feels like a playground, but for adults, and just for a moment you can feel the same curiosity you did when you were a child, and that is a beautiful feeling. And I guess that's it for today. I hope you liked this video and this format. Thank you so much for watching.